met this individual and got a chance to know him for a little while. And, this is a part of it.
Yeah. And he was telling me he wanted to work at a treatment center, or he or she or it was telling me they wanted to work at a treatment center and all these plans. I mean, it sounds good, man. It really does. But at the end of the day, are these people just BSing because they think they're BSing everybody? Because it really doesn't matter what they tell me. If you don't change, you die. That's what drugs do. They kill people. And yes, alcohol is a drug, and I'm including that in with all the rest. And to just think you're going to outsmart it and you're going to be the one that's going to escape it is just false hope. It's silly to think that way. Chris, well, more than anybody, I would say, well, more than most people, how hard it is to walk away from that kind of life and to make those changes that you didn't want to make because it. Go ahead. You can talk everything you want to talk. You can say everything you want to say to make everybody believe what you want them to think that you want them to believe. It's like you said, if you don't want to change anything, nothing's going to change. I do believe there's a little saying in the rooms about that. It's like, but who are you trying to impress? What are you trying? Are you just trying to make? You don't get grades. You don't get an A or B in that course. What you get is, you'll get a life that's worth living, a reason to get up.
You think some people sometimes say that stuff, what they want to do and become a productive member of society, it's just face with some people?
Yeah.
Corey?
I unfortunately think so.
Yeah, I think so for sure. And there's a dude I was talking to the other day, and it kind of occurred to me that was what this person's doing. And it's like, I don't know. I mean, it's not my life. That person's going to live how they want to live. But it seems like there's this whole, like, I don't know if they, and maybe I'm using poor choice of words here, get off on having people feel bad for them, or, oh, haha, like they bought that story, and you guys have probably done this where you're like, you play it up like, oh, I need this, I need that, and then you turn around and you kind of smile like, yeah, I got them suckers. Well, I think that's what they get off on as well, and so they'll go to places or, go to events or whatever, and they'll meet people and they'll give them this sob story and, oh, this and that. And then they turn around and they're just like, haha, I'm going to see what I can get from this person. And, I don't mind giving away 217 recovery shirts. I don't mind that at all. But you come start begging for stuff, and I'm like, wait a minute, what? And like, and you expect me to just give you some 217 gear just because you want to see what you can get out of me? I mean, that's just not going to happen. And if you want a shirt, I'll give you one, but like, don't play it up to where, oh, I have no shirts, and then I see you wearing a whole wardrobe and a Flavor Flav clock, and I'm like, wait a minute, you just told me you didn't have anything.
What they should want to get out of you is, be a story, inspiration, where you come from, what could you give, what suggestions could you give me, and, maybe, to get a shirt, yeah, that's cool. To get a few life lessons, oh, this person had it that way, oh crap, me and you, Corey, like I say, you're a few years older, but we're the same damn person. You just chose to drink yours out of a bottle, and I chose to put mine in my arm. Mm-hmm. But this addiction's addiction. We say it all the time. It don't matter what the hell you're doing or how the hell you're doing it. You got a problem with what you're doing and how much you do, because we can't do what the normies do. We don't. But like I said, heroin is not a one-time deal. Drinking is not a one-time deal, especially for you. I've heard the stories and I've heard the things that you've said, and just to think that this it's gonna mine may kill me a little faster, but you're still this damage to your body. Mm-hmm. And what people should try to get out of it is not a t-shirt. What they should try to get out of it is a little something that's going to keep, maybe want them to stay alive for another day. Because trying to put on that face and say, oh, look how good he's doing. Look how good he's doing. Yeah, it feels good to have people say, look how good he's doing. But to know how good I'm doing every day, I don't see a lot of it, but people tell me, people are telling me that, oh, you're doing great. You look good. But that keeps you going, and it's like, man, I'm not trying to bullshit nobody. Bullshit ain't nothing. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to swear, but you don't even say that. But it's the truth. There's nothing I can do. I've played the game. I've talked the talk. I've walked the walk. I've walked in the door, walked out the door, got on a bus, rode home, and was like, oh, I'm gonna do great. Wow, it's gonna be awesome. Full of shit the whole time. Crap the whole time. 100 again.
Somebody said something to me today that made me really think about how people view drugs and addiction, and how because, say for instance, they're 22, 23, didn't really drink much in high school or whatever because it's illegal, huh? And they went off to college, didn't really do too much, but they're at home now and they're in the mid-20s, and they can get drunk every single day of the week and then stop. They can have 2 beers, 3 beers, get a buzz even, and just stop. And so they don't understand about how alcoholics are so entrenched in it. And we've drank so much because it goes from, well, I'll get a double deuce after work. Oh, I'm gonna get a 40. I'm gonna get a 12-pack. I'm gonna get a case, and then and then next thing you know, boom, you're going to fifths and half gallons, and by that point you're stuck. And that's why I think for a lot of people who don't understand, especially alcoholism, they just think, oh, come on, just don't drink. And I drank for 2 weeks straight this summer, and oh man, I was wasted, and man, I didn't have to drink after that. Well, it's because you're not there yet, It's like
some people need more training, to. We had one of the guys from town who owns another franchise of sober houses. The great Mr. DeBeck stopped by, and one of his sayings is, it's just like, maybe he wasn't ready, or maybe he needed to learn a little more. Maybe he needed to, this person or whoever it may be needed a little more, needed another crash course, and remembering that they can't drink or that they can't use drugs.
Mm-hmm.
So they needed to test the waters again to say, oh yeah, I can try it. Well,
yeah, I've been there, done that, man. I really thought I could wait a few years and then just go right back to drinking again and everything would be fine. And shit, I didn't even make it a couple months, and like my plan is just, why would I wait 3-5 years? I can do it now. It's been a couple months. And yeah, the result was still not very well. Didn't end well. But Jason, he owns Nathan's House and Nathan's House 2. And if you're interested in sober living, you can find his link on our website, 217recovery.com, under resources and sober living. Check that out, and you can go to their website from our website. But speaking of our website, have you guys done a meeting overseas yet?
A what? You're breaking up. I apologize. What?
A Zoom meeting overseas. Have you guys done that yet?
No. I like I said, I was on a little hiatus, and talked to Dr. Angelface multiple times on my hiatus. I kind of mentioned today in a meeting that, with all this, not meetings and stuff, I talked to her more a lot, and there's just I haven't checked my email, lately, so I haven't seen anything.
Oh, well.
I've got to say right now, we have a person walking through the room. I'd like him to come say hi. I don't know if they will. He's very shy when it comes to the radio, very shy when it comes to anything else. He actually just kind of flew through. He had his black cape on, and he actually walked out of the room. Daggone it! I'm going to try and get the great Tyrone to come in and say hi. I apologize. folks, if I can get him to come in, his moment on the radio will the podcast will enlighten you.
Sorry, ladies. Backed out.
Damn it.
At least
I
this is
apologize
Detroit.
for
You got a
cutting
bus
that off.
stop.
Yeah. So, but we were talking about the Zoom meetings, correct?
Yeah. And how, if you go to our website, 217recovery.com, if you go to online meetings, I have links to meetings in Ireland, meetings in Paris, Berlin, New Zealand, what's up, and the Redneck Riviera.
You say Redneck Riviera?
Yeah. You
just pick them out of a hat?
You'll know where it's at once you click on the link, and you'll be like, "Oh, Corey." Yeah, just 217recover.com, online meetings, and then you'll see a picture, and it'll say Ireland, and then like underneath all that, it'll say click the link, and you click the link, and it'll take you to the webpage, and you can see all kinds of online meetings that you can attend. And in Ireland, they can't say they can't put a T and a H together, like thank you. It's thank you. Like it's really weird. Oh,
thank you?
Yeah, thank you. I just heard my
No, sound right.
I feel like we're going to be saying this a lot now.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
I'm just lucky enough to have my other phone here handy, and I can try and pull something up.
My baby girl wants to come on the show. I just heard her outside the office door meowing.
I'm surprised she hasn't pushed the door down.
Ran through it.
She is not a fat cat.
Just big boned, I get it. Or lots of fur.
That happens when you get your cats neutered or spayed.
Oh, yeah?
They gain weight.
What, they get fat?
It's not fat, Dustin.
All right. I'm sorry, Nico.
She's missing a tooth.
She's
She doesn't
very
need you body shaming her. It's horrible.
Yeah.
But so Chris,
is that her? Yeah.
Your trip to Battle Creek, how did that go? Were there any thoughts? What was going on, man?
I mentioned today is I honestly thought before I got there I might need to alter my state, truly, because I haven't seen my parents in God knows how long, and I don't know how I would react to it. And then, that was, just the idiot, the addict in me thinking that I should do that. But great trip. A few issues, nothing, just being in the hometown. Like you said, the main thing as far as the puppy, being with my parents, enjoying the time with my parents. I did, addicts do what addicts do, and we hide things in our addiction so that we think we're going to find them later, and just going to the basement with my mom, finding some old equipment that I may have used from the past, and was able to get rid of that with my mom there with me. And Saturday in the afternoon was a little tough, but Sunday was a great day all around. But nevertheless, the reason that I mentioned as far as my parents blocked the vehicle in, and I wasn't getting out. And the alarm system on the house, I couldn't go out after a certain time to smoke. But the reasons why I was blocked in, the reason why that alarm system's on the house is because of the hell I put my parents through. And they just want me to help myself. And if they're going to have to lock me in a house as a 28-year-old man, air quotations, 40, they're just trying to keep their son together because he's working on himself. But yeah, I did happen to see a few people I knew in town. My mom went for a pretty long walk, and it's a good trip, though. Like I said, I stayed in contact with my therapist. I stayed in contact with positive people. Talked to Tyrone a few times, and it was just all in all, it was a great trip. It actually lasted a day long.